Welcome to the 2023 Process Programming Update Show, where myself and Ant are going to take you through the leaderboards after week 1 of the Summer Throwdown. We're going to begin with the male leaderboard, followed by the female leaderboard in the Live division, then the Perform division, and then we have combined the Compete and Elite division because we've got some big prizes there. We want to make it a little bit more competitive. We'll be finishing with the Compete and Elite division. Before I continue, quick shout out to our sponsors popping up on the screen now, who are making this competition possible and providing you guys with some awesome prizes at the end of it. Without further ado, Ant, let's begin with the Live division.
So we're going to go through the top 3, as Ed just mentioned. Big shout out firstly to everyone on the leaderboards. I think we just got like a massive range of people from all over Asia, which is cool to see. And a few people, of course, in Europe and Australia. But for everyone else, thank you so much for getting the scores in on time. Well done. We have a current tie for second place. Our very own Mike Zev here at Coastal Fitness. Then we have Matteo Meacci, who is also one of the Process affiliates members. He is over in Benkel. And then we have Andy Choi from Macau at Mobox. Well done, fellas.
Quick shout out to all of our top 3, and I know we have a tie, but we have 3 representatives of Process Programming affiliates, which I think is pretty cool. Big shout out to the Mobox team, who have 2 of their athletes in the top 3 here, so you guys are doing something bloody good over there.
Let's move on to the Live females now. So Live females, we actually don't have the third place currently because we have 3 ladies tied for second place. So 3 ladies tied in second place. We have Cass Lamb from Coastal Fitness, we have Stedge from Subtiro, and we have Janice Mock also from Coastal Fitness. And in first place, we have Shirley Choi from, again, Macau Mobox.
Well done, ladies. Awesome work.
Let's move on to the Perform males. We're rattling through this one today. We have no ties at the top of this leaderboard. We have a Alex Chunky Chung. Chunky Chung, well done firstly for being in the Perform group. I know he's worked hard to get there, relatively new to CrossFit, but propping up third place at the moment. Followed by second place, we have Mav from Mobox, who's one of the head coaches and owners and over in Macau. And then in first place, we have Paul Galino, who absolutely ripped through that first part of this workout in 7 minutes 19. It was very impressive to watch. But those are our top 3 Perform men. Let's move on to the Perform ladies. Again, no ties on the top of this leaderboard just yet. We have May from the Philippines, who was actually recently just part of one of our Process athlete camps over there in the Philippines. So good to see you out there, May. We have our very own Krishka Tam in second place, one of the coaches here at Coastal. And we have Sofie Fella, freshly back from a stint in Europe, I believe.
Yes,
playing professional rugby sevens. So great to see her back up on the leaderboard as well. Let's move on to our final category of the Compete and Elite males. In third place, over in New Zealand, we have Zav Martel. In second place, also a Kiwi, but based in Hong Kong and Coastal with us, we have E.T. Eremiah Tapsel. And in first place, we have our very own Safa, Mr. Schalk Viljoen, propping up the top of the leaderboard with 2 first place finishes in that workout. And last but not least, for our Compete and Elite ladies, we have Mads, who is actually currently over in Bali, I believe. This would have been a really tough workout to do in Bali with a slippery kettlebell. But Mads in third place. We have from Sweden, we have Cornelia, who's been a long-term subscriber with us on the Process Programming. And in first place, we have Adele Quinton-Page, who is based in Hong Kong and is one of my training partners as well. But yeah, also been with us for a long time on the Process Programming. So well done to all 6 of those divisions. Week 1, we have 2 more weeks to go, so I'm sure it's going to chop and change a lot, but great to see some good results up there.
And remember, every single week of the Process Throwdown, you will be doing 2 workouts. So at the end of the 3 weeks, there will be 6 scoring opportunities. So this is very, very early days and a lot can change. So if you've submitted a score and you're a part of this competition, I really strongly encourage you to endeavor right to the very end. Remember, we've got some amazing prizes from our sponsors. And of course, in our Compete and Elite division, we have some cash prizes and some pretty hefty giveaways. I just want to finish, Ant, by talking about this workout, because I know that you did the workout before, after finishing CrossFit Games, quickly before flying over to China and taking part in an open announcement. This was an interesting workout in the sense that it was a 2-part scored workout, but it was only 1 workout. So the whole idea of part 1 was to basically throw you off your pacing plan, right? How fast can you complete that first 4 rounds, knowing that, you know, depending how many rounds you did, that might be anywhere between 50% or 75% of the workout. So in terms of a strategy for you, what were your thoughts?
Honestly, my thoughts for this workout were, because it's 18 minutes, a long time, and you're stitching both of them together. I think the main thing that I thought about was my very first round was going to be fast, because it starts on a rower and you're basically completely fresh starting it. So I knew I was going to push the rower fast in the very first round, and then everything after that was going to be exactly the same for the next 17 and a half minutes, which is what I did. So I basically started my first row like 1,300, 1,400 for the 18 calories. And then my transition to the kettlebell stayed the same for the next 10 rounds. My transition to the burpee stayed the same, and those 2 movements didn't change. From the second round on, my row basically stayed at 1,150 for the next 9 rounds. And I just used that to settle in. So the only thing I changed was the very, very first row. Otherwise, it was just 18 minutes, and my pacing literally was almost identical every single round.
Is that because you knew that the pace you were going to hold for the first 4 rounds was still going to be competitive enough to probably put you?
I thought so, but I also thought some people would just bin off the second score and just flog themselves in the first 4 rounds, which it doesn't really seem that anyone did. I think maybe Paul in the Perform males, I think you could see that he had his split time for the 4 rounds was only about 10 seconds behind mine, but he had a big drop off, so it ended up being 2 rounds behind me. So maybe he just pushed a bit harder on the first 4 rounds. But I also knew that holding a faster transition throughout the 10 rounds was going to allow me to get a better score versus just trying to pull real hard in the row, or, you know, push really fast in the kettlebell snatches. I also never put the kettlebell down, which I know saved a lot of time. You know, even just 2 seconds each round is a lot over 18 minutes.
Yeah, awesome. Well, as to what we see in the following workouts, we do have some guesses to include them out for you. We've had some good guesses coming through. A couple of days, you're going to find out what we have in store for you for week 2 of the 2023 Summer Throwdown. And thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys here next week.